Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Rob here from Southwest Florida Television. A little bit of an overcast morning today. It's going to be partly cloudy all day. I'm seeing lots of pelicans already flying by this morning. Lots of pelicans. Always enjoy watching them. Pretty darn calm out there in the Gulf this morning. Seagulls going by there. More pelicans. More pelicans coming up the beach here. Look at them all. The water temperature is 74 degrees. And yet it looks like even more, another group of pelicans a little further offshore there. Group after group of them have been coming by this morning. Wow. It's amazing how low they get there, just inches above the water. Even more coming by. This is just amazing. There's two more out there, another two. Another group of them flying around down there. The camera will focus. Just amazing. It's a pelican morning. Got to get off this boardwalk. Those no-see-ums are starting to get me. 70 degrees out here. Expecting the highs up in the mid-80s again today. 85, 86. I'm up in Area 2. I'm at the north end of Area 2 at Del Norwiggins Pass State Park here in North Naples, Florida. On a beautiful Wednesday morning. A little overcast, but still beautiful. No rain in the forecast. Very, very calm out there. Very calm. The water's looking good. Good morning. The water's looking great. More pelicans. Hey Deb, how are you doing? Our park ranger there going by, Debbie. Saying good morning to her as the sun's just starting to pop up over the trees here. See some colors there of sunrise. See what she's up to this morning. See how she's doing. What's that?
You should get these holes, you know, these deep holes.
Oh my God.
And you should take a picture of them and put an interp on your Facebook about the turtles.
Oh, yeah. I'm always telling people about that. It's ridiculous.
You can't fill them every day. It's like we come out here and I fill them. They're deep.
Yeah. Oh, some of them. I saw one. I had no idea what they even would dig a hole like that for. It looked like they were digging a well.
Yeah, like one time I walked up. I go, "Are you digging for gold?"
Yeah. I mean, it was almost. If I went in there, it would have almost been over my head.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I don't know what people are thinking, and then they just leave them.
They leave them, and then they leave all their plastic shovels and stuff.
Yeah, all the beach toys. Ridiculous. Some people are just stupid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unfortunately, maybe they're not educated on why they should fill them up. I mean, it's nice to come play at the beach.
Well, wouldn't you think common sense would just tell you, hey, maybe just a person could fall in this and get hurt?
Well,
let alone the turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, common sense is the key word. I know.
Unfortunately, some people have it and some people don't.
That's the truth.
I guess we got to help those people that don't have common sense.
We try. Spread the word.
Yeah, so if you could spread the word, that would be great.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe somebody who's watching your Facebook will see somebody dig and they can interpret.
Absolutely.
For them.
Pass the word on. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what it's all
we
about.
We love our sea turtles here, and we do love our people so they don't break ankles.
There you go. All right, Deb.
Hey, have a good one.
You too.
Right.
Bye. Yeah, it is a problem sometimes here. It's amazing the size of the holes that people dig and just leave here. I mean, I've shown you quite a few during my beach walks, and I'm always bringing that to our attention, to everyone's attention when we see them. And I hope you become disciples of the message. Are we gonna see a dolphin this morning? That would be nice. It certainly is flat enough to spot them. If the sun would pop out, it'd be nice. Still another 20 minutes or so before the sun starts peeking up over the trees. But there are some beautiful colors happening back there. You just can't see them because they're behind the trees. Right back in here, some gorgeous colors happening. Ooh, more pelicans. It has been a pelican morning so far. Look at them. Group after group after group flying down to the south. I hear an osprey. I don't know where it is. It definitely sounds like an osprey. A lot of birds flying around this morning. A lot of seagulls. I heard something call back in here. Usually the ospreys are up in the big pine trees. I think there's one down here to the south. There's one, it sounds like there's one maybe in one of these trees calling out to another one back in the woods. See if I can spot it. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in here this morning. I've got some news I want to share about our friend Roy here in a little while. I just want some more people to get online before I do. All right, where are you at? It was making a lot of noise up there. At least it sounded like an osprey to me. Gosh, I wish these trees weren't here. The colors over here are absolutely gorgeous back behind the trees right now. Beautiful oranges and pinks. I can't find it. Can't find the osprey or whatever bird was making all that racket. There's a lot of little sandpipers though running around down here. A lot of little sandpipers, our little sandpiper friends. Walk up the beach. Boy, it's right here in this tree. I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's kind of hidden in the branches up there. It is noisy. It is noisy. I'm going to zoom into it up here. It's up on the end of that branch there. You see it there, tucked in behind the branches? It was making a loud racket. Oh, and there it goes. See where it went. That flew off in that direction, out there somewhere. And yet more pelicans. I'm just amazed at how many pelicans we're seeing go by this morning. Look at them. Pelican after pelican flying by this morning. It is a pelican parade. I like that one. A pelican parade. I'd like to see a dolphin parade now. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, about our friend Roy. You can share this with people here, but please don't hammer me with messages. Don't send me personal messages asking what's going on. I'm going to tell you about Roy, and I will update you as things progress and I know more. But Roy went into the hospital last night. I'll tell you how this... It's a little bit of a story here yesterday. Yesterday, Roy had to go down to see his infectious disease doctor. That's who's keeping an eye on his leg and checking things out. And when he went down there, he was having chills on the way down. Jennifer Ann, our friend Jennifer Ann, was taking him to his doctor's appointment. So anyway, he got down there and they did a blood test and checked his temperature. His temperature was fine. They did a blood test, but they weren't doing anything else. They weren't really looking into why he was freezing, and he was shaking bad. They wrapped him up in a blanket and sat him out in the waiting room waiting to draw blood. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they did all that. They discovered he was dehydrated, so they gave him an IV. And that was about it. Then they sent him home and said, call us in the morning if you're not feeling better. Well, within several hours of being at home, his temperature went up. Still had the chills. Jennifer and our good new friend Julie happened to stop by. They made the decision to call an ambulance and have Roy taken to the hospital. So last night Roy was taken into the ER. He's got a mild case of pneumonia. Probably still dehydrated, haven't heard the word yet. They're checking on his leg, making sure there's no more problems with that, making sure an infection isn't coming back. So just keep your fingers crossed, say your prayers for Roy. That's all I know right now. He was still in the ER early this morning. I don't know if they got him in a room yet, but he's going to be in the hospital for a couple days. They want to keep an eye on him, run a couple more tests. So make sure you keep him in your prayers. And I will keep you updated the best I can. As soon as I get him in a room today, I'll get over there and see him. And you know Roy, he'll probably have a smile on his face no matter what. So I will keep you updated here the best I can on Facebook. And we all need to thank Jennifer Ann and Julie for being there for him. Our new friend Julie, the lady with the crazy flamingo hat. She just came into our lives, what was it, over the weekend? And already, look at the role she's played. See how God puts people in our lives for a reason. Just amazing. So let's enjoy the beach while we're here this morning, while you're walking along with me. That's what Roy would want us to do. But keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's got a lot more things to do on this earth before he leaves us. Plus, we're looking forward to celebrating his 100th birthday. Maybe we'll see some dolphins this morning. That's always a sign of good luck for us. That's what we need, are some dolphins this morning. While I was walking and talking here, several more large groups of pelicans flew by. Birds out here, the pelicans, it's definitely a feathered friend morning. All the seagulls. If you listen close, you can probably hear them all. Just amazing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I can't get over how calm it is here this morning. Hardly any waves here. I wish the sun was up. The water's pretty clear here now without the waves. Definitely clearing up. 74 degrees though, still warm. A great morning for our shark tooth hunters here. If anybody wants to send Roy a get well card, I'm going to have you send those to me and I will get them to him. If you don't have my address, I will post it later for you. Actually, you can send them to his house and I will check his mailbox. That'll be the best way to do it, because we'll have to be checking his mail. So if you don't have Roy's address, I will share that later for get well cards. Because when he comes out of the hospital, he might be laid up for a couple days, but hopefully things will be fine. Hopefully they're giving him antibiotics, so hopefully the antibiotics will take care of any problems that there are. Hopefully it's nothing more than pneumonia, which is serious, especially for a 94-year-old man. But it's a mild case of pneumonia. Let's hope that's all it is. And let's hope the antibiotics kick in and do their job. One of the problems, I can tell you one of the problems with Roy is his love of the beach. God bless him. I have the same love, but he is still spending too much time out here. He shouldn't be out here for as long as he is. That's why he's dehydrated. The doctor said he could come out here, but the doctor didn't say he could come out here for 8 hours at a time. The doctor was inferring, you know, an hour or two each day. And Roy's been pushing it. So hopefully he'll slow down here and not stay out here as long. And I know everybody loves seeing him out here, but any of our friends that come out to the beach and see Roy, try to encourage him to not stay out here so long until that leg is fully healed. He is always open to having visitors at his house. He loves getting visitors. So let's see how things play out over the next couple days. Like I say, I will keep you informed and updated the best I can about his progress. And again, thank you. Thank you to Jennifer Ann. Everybody, thank Jennifer Ann. Go on her Facebook page and thank her for being there for our friend Roy. And Julie, I don't know Julie's last name. She just came into our lives over the weekend, and she was a big part in getting Roy to the hospital last night. So thank you to Julie. I see Jennifer Ann. Jennifer Ann's on board with us here this morning. Here's one of our little ibis friends. One little ibis. Usually we see them in groups. Here's one lone ibis. Maybe this is that bully ibis that we saw Sunday morning, chasing the other ibis away. Maybe they kicked him out of the pack for being bad. Nobody likes a bully. Beautiful little birds though. Kind of funny looking, but beautiful in their own way. Where are you headed to? Yep. Back to the water. Ooh, I think that's some, fluffing up there. They usually do that when they're trying to act tough. They fluff up like that. It's going up on the beach. Fun to watch those little guys walk around. A white ibis. Oh, what other birds are we gonna see? I've seen a lot of them flying by out in the Gulf. Lots of little sandpipers flying back and forth out over the water. Here comes a skier. Here comes a skier behind a jet ski. Roy has been told us about seeing them in the mornings. Here he comes. There's a water skier behind a jet ski. Looks like he's gonna maybe turn around and take him the other direction. That was pretty cool. It's on camera focus. It's so dark. The camera doesn't like focusing in this darkness. Is he gonna climb on board and give up on the skiing? It looks like it. Yeah, he's gonna catch a... Is he gonna get on board? I don't know. Or is he gonna keep skiing? He's just taking a break. So he's taking a break. Or are they changing? Oh, looks like maybe they're gonna change positions. Darn focus. Wish the sun was out. Oh, we have a lot of jet skis down here, folks. Wish it would focus better. Sorry, there he goes. Camera. Up he goes. Off they go. Ah, that is cool. Very cool. They're way down there. Sorry about the focus. There's nothing I can do about that. It is just, there's not enough light out here for the camera to focus when you zoom in. Anyone that is into photography knows that the more you zoom in, the more light you need with a camera. Well, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of shells down here. I think I am gonna try and make it up to the shell tree this morning, and we'll hang a shell for Roy and say a prayer for him. Hopefully we won't lose our signal. So I'll keep my eyes open for a nice big shell with a hole in it as I'm walking up here. Good morning. Good morning. Finding anything good this morning?
A couple of good things.
Couple of them? It's not much lately.
I know, there's been nothing, but...
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. That's huge. Huge. Oh, a couple of them. Nice.
Your favorite.
Oh, my moon shell, yeah. That busted up, but that's the closest I've come lately. Nice. Couple little olives.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been, the pickings have been slim.
Slow.
It's been horrible lately.
There was a dolphin up there.
Oh, you saw one up there? Roy is back in the hospital.
No.
Yeah, he went in last night.
What happened?
Well, he's dehydrated. He's not drinking enough. He's got a touch of pneumonia. And they're just checking his leg again, make sure there's no infection starting up again. But the problem is he's staying out here too long. You know, when the doctor said he could go back to the beach, he didn't mean spend the day out there.
Right.
You know, spend an hour or two max.
Because I saw him yesterday morning and he seemed okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He's had a cough for the past couple weeks, and he keeps saying nothing's wrong. So finally, we got him to go to the doctor yesterday for a checkup, and they kind of just passed the buck. They gave him some fluids, you know, an IV,
Right.
and did a blood test. Didn't get the results of that, and they just kind of gave him some antibiotics. Said call us in the morning, let us know. But by last night, his temperature kicked up, and
So he didn't get his pizza dinner.
well, he did.
No.
He did. They ordered pizza to the house, but by the time he had eaten that, things were starting to go down. He was shivering. You know, the whole time he was at the doctor's office, he was shivering. And I just can't believe they just said, well, call us in the morning. You know, when you're 94 years old, you got to take things a little more serious. So I'm not too happy with that doctor.
Is that the one he's been going to all along?
Yeah. It was his infectious, he goes to a couple. This
Right.
one's for his leg. But they should have realized something wasn't right.
Exactly.
So hopefully, they're going to keep him for a couple of days. Run some tests, keep him for observation. Hopefully he'll be fine. They're pumping antibiotics anytime. Yeah, so hopefully he'll be okay. But just keep our fingers crossed and put him in our prayers.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks
So,
for telling me.
okay.
I was like, I didn't see him this morning.
Yeah, if anybody asks you, let them know what's going on. And
Which hospital's he at?
He's at North Collier. And I'm just going to keep everybody updated on Facebook as I find things out. They didn't have a room last night, so I'll find out what room he's in later today.
Yeah, he's probably keeping his nursing staff entertained.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He is. All right. Oh boy, there was a huge flock of ibises up here while I was talking. And they all took off. 2 were left. They all flew off into the woods. There was about 20 of them up ahead of me. They're so neat to watch them in flight. They've got these black markings on their wings when they open them up. Really neat looking, the ibis. And a whole bunch of little sandpipers just flew in here. Look at them all. A whole bunch of them. Look at them all running around out here. Yeah, I just saw a comment about doctors being specialists. Hey, good morning. I don't care what kind of doctor you are, if you can't recognize the signs of pneumonia, that's ridiculous. This is what we're seeing on the beach. Just all these little tiny shells here. These are the kind of things, though, that people scoop up out in the water and they look through them for little shark's teeth. But we're not seeing a lot of shells, big shells. Just little bits and pieces. We have been seeing a lot of birds this morning. A lot of birds. Saw a lot of pelicans when we first came out this morning. Water is much warmer than the air temperature right now. 74 here standing in the water. There goes some more pelicans flying by, just a couple of them. 3 of them flying by. We saw quite a few groups of these guys. Well, that sun is stuck behind some big clouds there, over to the east. I only want to find one shell this morning, just one shell. I want to find a nice shell with a hole in it that we can hang on the tree for Roy. That's all I care about finding this morning. A big cockle shell would be awesome. It would be nice to see some dolphins. They always cheer people up. Gosh, I just can't see any big shells today. Nothing. Everything's been so picked over. Maybe we can get up to the north end, closer to the shell tree, we'll find something. Quick look at those shell sculptures. They are still holding strong here. Still here. Amazing. Incredible works of art here. All made out of different color shells, different types of shells. Just incredible. Raymond from France. That's what he wants to be called. The artist that made these. Raymond from France. That is a big pile of shells right there. That's got to be 5 foot across, that circle. Very cool, very cool. Those are pen shells in the center, pen shells in the center of that wheel. You may recognize them. You might have seen shells like that when you're at the beach, the pen shells. And this flower over here. You see all the different types of shells and the way he angles them, the different angles he puts them at, and the gray oyster shells around the outer edge. Some fighting conchs in the center. A lot of creativity and imagination to make something like that. Whoops. The darker shells coming down the centers here. Isn't that cool? It's all seashells. Just amazing. And they have been here for quite a while now. People have respected them. And the heart, that was made for Valentine's Day. Cool stuff, huh? Just one of the many neat things we see out here on the beach during our beach walks. Now let's keep moving up the beach. We'll go see our ospreys. They're gonna miss Roy's harmonica for the next couple days. Morning. That water feels great. Well, if you haven't done so, if you want to learn more about Naples, I always recommend that you like and follow Nonstop Naples on Facebook. Nonstop Naples. Check out their website. Download their free app. Especially if you're coming to Naples. If you're ever planning a visit to Naples, or if you're in Naples, download the free Nonstop Naples app. If you're thinking about moving down here, get in touch with our friend Astrid Lawrence. Astrid Lawrence, great realtor, knows the Southwest Florida area very well, speaks fluent German. Astrid Lawrence. She has been a good friend to Roy. She was by Roy's side a lot when he was in the rehab and the hospital, when he was going through his issues with the flesh-eating bacteria. Astrid Lawrence. You can find a link to her website here in the description of this post. Great lady. And I'm sure she'll be visiting Roy at the hospital here soon. If you're planning a trip down here, you need a hotel, do check out the Inn of Naples. It's a medium-priced hotel, centrally located, great location. About 7 miles from here, not too far. You can come up to the beach and say hi to me. Hopefully say hi to Roy too. Hopefully he'll be back here soon. Inn of Naples. Great people. Everyone that has taken my recommendation so far and stayed there was happy. No complaints at the Inn of Naples. And as most of you all know, I don't get paid to do this. I enjoy doing this. However, every once in a while, people do send in little contributions, donations, tips, whatever you want to call them, and I really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. I'm not one of those wealthy people living in Naples. Unfortunately, I'm just a working stiff, like a lot of you, I'm sure, are watching. Work hard for my money. If anybody wants to send something, thank you. You can always find a link to my PayPal account here in the description of the post. A bunch of seagulls up here in front of me. Up in Area 4, we're getting up to Roy's part of the beach here. The pines. Good morning. I never counted how many pines are actually there. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see the ospreys flying around in the nest. One just came out of it. It's right up there. Hard to see, it just flew off screen there. We call this Roy's Beach. Roy's Beach, Area 4. I think one of the ospreys is just gonna land in the nest. Darn it, the camera won't zoom in. Saw him flying around. Maybe not. There's the nest, the center of the tree. You can see one of the ospreys there to the right. Kind of see its body sticking up there. Oh, both of them are in there. Okay, both are in there. You see them both sticking up. There's something neat over here. See if I can get it. Find it. The seagull up was splashing around taking a bath. Taking a bath there, and who'd have thought a seagull would need a bath? Thought they're in the water all the time. That's cute. Drying its wings off. A bird bath. Still no dolphins coming by. Darn it. That would make our morning a little brighter. Good morning. Here's a bunch of gulls over here. Some seagulls. I'm pretty sure those are laughing gulls. Little sandpiper running by. More gulls over here. A few terns. There's a mix of birds over here. Some sandpipers down on the left, gulls on the right. 3 little terns here, kind of in the middle. Beautiful little birds, the terns. Goes all the little, whoop. Darn it. Something startled them. Are they gonna come back? Let's see. little sandpipers took off, and then all the other birds took off. Earlier, the one thing I did ask is please don't bombard me today with messages about Roy, asking questions about Roy. I will do my best to keep you updated on Facebook. And don't feel bad if I don't respond to any messages you send. People overwhelm me with messages. They don't realize that they're not the only ones sending messages. I mean, unless it's an emergency of some sort, let's keep it to a minimum. The other thing I do appreciate people messaging is if there's any bad comments made here. If you catch a bad comment, let me know so I can kick that person out of here. I count on you guys for help in that department. So quiet out there this morning. Very, very quiet. Barely any waves here. Morning. Just little ripples here along the shore. That's about it. Little ripples. A couple more pelicans zooming by. That just fascinates me right there when they just get inches above the water. Just fly along like that. That just amazes me how they don't touch the water. Just amazing. Yeah, believe it or not, people do say stupid things here once in a while. They want to try and start arguments with people on here, and that's not what it's about. Or they want to show off their intelligence, and it usually backfires on them. We always try to stay away from politics here. That's the one thing I don't want you talking about here. I don't care what else you talk about. You talk about your sewing class. I don't care. Whatever you want to talk about. Just no politics. I don't care if you talk about religion. That's fine with me. Not enough people talk about religion. Seems like religion is getting removed from everything. What our country was founded on. There goes politics. Oops. Those gulls came up here. If you look close in the background, you see the gulls in the foreground. You see a group of white ibis behind them there on the beach. That's right. We are all about the beach, good friends, and love. So true, Nadine. So true. Being overcast like this, I can see the comments here. I like it. Peace, love, happiness, all those good things. Everything that Roy has preached to us about. That's what these beach walks are about. Enjoy life. That's his mantra. Enjoy life. Guys are just kind of chilling out down here. They're all just mellowing out here on the shoreline. Feels like a lazy Wednesday morning here. I don't know what startles these guys. Every once in a while, they get all their feathers up in a ruffle here and take off. I'm really not close to them. Found that nice big shell yet with a hole in it. I haven't seen really any shells with holes in them. Just some little tiny ones that I'd never be able to hang on the tree. Oh, the gulls just took off. There's the white ibis. One out in the front. Wonder if that's the leader of the pack. Wonder if that's the leader. Great look at him. There comes the rest following up behind. The march of the ibis. Now they're turning around. Now they're going the other direction. Huh. They just go back and forth all morning, all day long. Fun watching them. Always fun watching our white ibis walking along the beach. Now they're going to turn around and go the other way, it looks like. Where is Mr. Sunshine? He is behind the clouds. Well, the sun. Mr. Sunshine is Roy. Just saw an osprey coming back with another branch. Coming back to the nest with another branch. Roy is our morning sunshine, that's for sure. But I was referring to our sun in the sky. It's hidden behind the clouds. See, even the sun is sad that Roy's not out here this morning. It's so calm. A little breeze blowing, but the water is just incredibly calm. It's been a quiet, peaceful beach walk this morning. See a few little fish jumping out in the water. Haven't seen any dolphins. One of our friends said she saw a dolphin up in the pass this morning, but that was about it. Those guys are so unpredictable. Or dolphins. It sure is fun spotting them though, watching them. Chasing them along the beach. They definitely give me a workout when they're around. There. I'm just not seeing any big shells with holes in them. I really would like to find a nice shell there to hang for Roy. But it is not happening here. I don't know why. Maybe it'd be more appropriate to put an orange on the tree for Roy. Hang an orange on the tree since he eats so many oranges. People would know who that orange was for if they saw it in the tree, that's for sure. Roy and his oranges. He eats bags of them every week. Amazing. Usually you can find some nice fighting conchs with holes in them. I'm not even seeing those this morning. I mean, all along the shore there's nothing. Little teeny tiny bits and pieces of shells, little baby shells. All I want is one nice shell with a hole in it today. Usually I find broken, that's all I find are broken shells. Now that I want one, I can't find one. If our connection holds, sometimes there's a pile up under one of these trees. The shells get caught up under these trees up here. Hopefully we won't lose our connection. And we'll find a nice shell up there. I do want to thank everybody for joining in this morning. It's been a little more solemn beach walk this morning. We have seen a lot of birds, a lot of neat birds. It's been kind of dreary, overcast. There's a little bit of sun hitting the beach right now. If you look down here, you can see a little bit of a shadow. See my legs right there, just casting the slightest little shadow. The sun's just breaking through the clouds, just barely. We're up in Area 5 now. Okay. It's not the perfect shell, but it's got a nice hole in it, and it will definitely work for the shell tree. I'm going to walk just a little further up the beach, just in case. See if I find one I like better. I'm not seeing any. I'm going to turn around and start walking back the other direction with this piece of an old Florida fighting conch in my hand. We're going to hang that on the tree for Roy. I'll let you guys say a little prayer. We can all have a little moment of silence. I'm going to see if I can find a tree close to one of the benches he likes to sit on. Saw the water rippling out there. I was like, could it be? But nope. Thought maybe a dolphin was coming by to pay us a visit. A little wave action, just picking up, might be from a boat that went by out in the Gulf. It's amazing how long it takes the little waves to get to the beach from a boat that was out in the Gulf, but they do make it. See, now it starts to calm down. Get those little rogue waves. Kind of neat. There she is. Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Very well.
Very well.
No shells.
No shells. There's a bench back here up on a hill that Roy likes sitting on. Up on top of the sand dunes. I want to see what the closest shell tree is there. Or if there isn't one, we'll start one. bench he likes to sit on is just around the corner here. Around the corner from these stumps. We've had a few of our morning conversations up here. See that bench up there? He loves sitting there. As he's walking back down from the north end of the park, he likes stopping there for a break. But you know what I'm gonna do? There's no shells over here yet on this tree. I'm gonna pick a branch right here next to the bench, next to his bench. Where's a good one? There's a lot of good ones. I want one nice and high up here. Nice and high. I don't want the shell falling off. I'll put it on this one right here. Hopefully it's gonna fit down here. I'm just gonna take both hands to force it down the branch. Maybe not. Hang on, bear with me here. There it goes. Ugh, I want to get it down a little further. Hang on, sorry. There it is. Right there on the top of the branch. And that shell is for Roy. Kind of all by itself over here, which is kind of a good thing. So let's just take a minute here. And say a little prayer for our friend Roy. Let's hope for a speedy recovery. Let's hope we see him back at the beach real soon. Amen. And thank you, folks. I will see that shell every time I walk by here. I'm going to take a picture of it to share later. Bear with me. Sorry for taking so long there. There's just not a lot of light out here and the camera's having a hard time focusing. Just stick with me here for a minute. Well, let's walk on back down the beach and see what we find. Keeping my fingers crossed that maybe a dolphin will still come by. You never know. They're not on any special schedule. Definitely not our schedule. Here's Karen. What's up, beach bum?
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Enjoying a beach walk. This is my daughter, Rachel.
Your daughter, my goodness.
Hi.
I didn't know you were old enough to have kids.
Oh,
Welcome.
that was good.
Welcome to
She's actually
Naples.
my sister.
Our friend,
beautiful. How are you doing?
Good. Gonna go see him again. Visit him
back,
again.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's back in the hospital.
Jen texted me last night.
Yeah, they're just checking him out. Looks like he's got probably pneumonia and
Pneumonia?
yeah, not serious.
Pneumonia.
But, you know, at 94, any pneumonia could be serious.
Wow.
So,
Up here right on Immokalee.
yep. I'm just going to keep everybody posted as I find out what's going on. But he went to the doctors yesterday,
Right.
and they just kind of,
They did. They gave him a transfusion of some kind of...
well, it was just, he was dehydrated. It was sodium chloride.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yep, and they gave him that. Gave him some antibiotics. I assume they were in pill form, and
Sent
him home. Said, call us in the morning. So by...
Well, I'm glad Jen was there.
Yeah, and then, and you know our new friend Julie with the flamingo
Yeah.
hat?
Yeah.
She was there.
And that's good.
Between the two of them, they just, Roy didn't have a thermometer. Julie ran to the store, bought a thermometer. They took his temperature. It was up a little. By the time they got him to the hospital, it was up to 103. They took him in an ambulance. So I'm glad Julie was there with Jennifer. Between the two of them, they could have saved his life. I mean, he was sitting at the doctor's office shivering
And they sent
with
him
chills,
home.
and they sent him home.
We just met Julie the other day.
She's a hoot. She's a
She was out
character.
there paddleboarding.
Yeah, she had Roy put the hat on the other day,
yeah,
the
she-
flamingo hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was out
She's
there
a great,
paddleboarding.
yeah. I mean, and is it funny though how she just came into our lives like over
Yeah.
the weekend,
And
and
then
there
she
she was
Yeah.
Right.
with Jennifer to help Roy.
Thank goodness,
It's like-
because right now my family's coming in. My son's
Yeah.
on a plane.
I mean,
flying
it's like-
home, and
Everything
it's
happens
like-
for a reason,
yeah, I do believe that.
you know.
So Roy's got these.
He's got the angels.
all
He
around
definitely
him,
does
just
have the angels
keeping
around him.
He'll be back. He'll be back at the beach.
I mean, he doesn't realize how many people care for him. People that can't be down here with him, they're wishing they could be right now. You know, there's so many people say that. I wish I could be there. I wish I could be
And
there.
then all the people that were here. Shocktooth Bill just left, and look at all he did for.
Oh yeah,
for-
Bill takes such good
Oh,
care
yeah.
of Roy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he talks to him every couple days, religiously, faithfully.
Yep.
I mean,
So I'll have to text Jen.
yeah.
Figure out what's going on.
They didn't have a room for him. I don't know if he got put in a room yet or not. So as soon as they get a room,
Oh.
I'll shoot over there. I got,
Yeah, send me a text if you can. Just
Yep,
let me know
yep,
how it's doing.
yep.
Gotta get it back. I know. I just parked there. We were checking. We didn't see his car.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll put a picture of him on there. I'll put a picture. I guarantee he'll have a smile on his face.
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what condition he's in,
Oh,
he
yeah.
always has a smile for us.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hey, he always looks on the.
always. No, Jennifer said no room assignment yet.
Oh, she got you.
Somebody
right
was
now.
just calling me. I didn't.
My phone's in the car because we're going on a beach.
Yeah. Look at the sun just came
Yeah, I was
out.
just
We
thinking
started
that.
talking
It's
about
my
Roy,
eyes, I'm like-
and look at the sun
See? 'Cause
just
that's
popped
a good
out.
sign.
Yeah.
So,
Now all we need is 100 dolphins to swim by. That would be the ultimate. I just put a shell on the tree for him up by
Did you, yeah?
over by his bench that he likes to sit on there when he's taking a walk. So
yeah, I always put one on for my brother when I'm here as
yeah,
well.
that's
every
a
time.
sweet gesture.
All kinds of shows.
Yeah. So I think there's quite a few people saying a prayer when I put the shell on the tree. So
Good.
that's probably part of the reason the sun popped out. Maybe Roy had something to do with that.
There's always a bigger reason.
There always is a bigger reason to everything. All right.
Yeah, well, that's
let you
why I
enjoy-
know you.
There you
So,
go.
my brother.
There you go, sis. I love it.
It was nice meeting you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
so-
walk, and I'll see you around. I'll let
Yeah.
you know what's cooking.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate that. So.
I don't think it's going to be anything like it was the last
No,
time.
I don't think
I think
so.
he's going to be in there for a couple days for tests. And
Yeah.
Just keep
He's
an eye
tough
on
as
him.
nails,
And yep,
so.
and out he comes.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to have to take turns monitoring him.
Amen
God
for
bless
that,
him.
huh?
Yep, yep.
Well, those days are.
Yeah. Whew. I hope
So-
that never happens again.
No,
Man.
not at all. So we'll
All
say
right.
a prayer.
There you
I'll say
go.
a prayer. We'll put a shell.
There you
and
go.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Karen. Enjoy.
Take care, Rob.
Bye-bye. So many people care about Roy. Just amazing how the sun popped out. Standing there talking about Roy, and presto, out came the sun. As bright as can be, bright and shining. To quote Roy, it is glorious. Absolutely glorious right now. Roy's favorite statement. Glorious. Ask him how he's doing. Glorious. Ask him how the weather is. Glorious. Well, it is glorious right now. That was me snapping a photo. You know what? It is so glorious. I'm gonna go back there. Now that the sun just popped out, and take another picture of that shell on the tree to share later. It is beautiful out now. But I put that shell up here. That's that bench he likes to sit on over there. When he's taking his walk in between where he hangs out and up in Wiggins Pass, that's kind of where he stops and takes a little break. But there's the shell. Now it's beautiful. It's got the light shining on it. So I just want to take another picture of it. We hung that for Roy this morning. I apologize for that long interruption there. Believe it or not, it was kind of hard to get a good picture of that. Just the lighting, it's so bright. The shell's bright, around it dark, but I think I got one. Prayers for Roy. Prayers for Roy. So Jennifer, are you still out there? Are you with Roy? And if you are, is Roy watching along with us? Let's see if we get an answer. See the screen here. Can't see Jennifer's response here in the bright sun. I got to get up into the shade. Up. Now it jumped off the screen. Oh, nice. I see David. All right, another new friend, another new person, David, who was just brought into our lives not too long ago, is with Roy right now. All these people coming into our lives through these beach walks. It is absolutely amazing. Truly God's work, that's for sure. I don't have anything to do with it. Truly all God's work. Bringing these people here, surrounding Roy with love. What can you say? I'm speechless. What words can describe that? Good morning. I'm just so happy that I met that man. He has definitely put a smile on my face. He's given me a lot of reasons to think about certain things, as I hope he has done for you as well. Even though we kid around a lot together during my morning walks, he does share some very inspirational words with us. And he is so humble about it. He doesn't understand why so many people love him. I don't know, a few days ago, we met some of our Facebook followers and friends here up at Wiggins Pass. Roy and I, Amy was her name. She couldn't wait. They brought the blueberries to Roy yesterday. She was so excited about getting to meet Roy, give him a hug. She was telling him what an inspiration he was to, I believe it was her father, their father or father-in-law that was sick. Roy just doesn't get it sometimes. He hears it, but he doesn't want to believe it. God bless him. Walking out into the water. Maybe go out to my knees here and look back at the beach. It's just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things to do, is come out in the water and look back on our gorgeous beach. Right now we're looking back on Roy's Beach, as I like to call it, as we've all come to know it, Roy's Beach. I'm going to get a photo. Bear with me. Quick photo of Roy's Beach. There we are. He's here in spirit, believe me. He's here in spirit with us. I believe Roy's heart and soul are at this beach. I really do. He'll sit on that bench that he had put here for Audrey's bench, and he just sits there staring out at the water. God bless him. He will be back. No doubt about that. After all, if Roy doesn't come back to the beach, who is going to play the harmonica for those ospreys up there? Those ospreys are looking kind of gloomy today, kind of down. No harmonica music. They always perk up when Roy starts playing that harmonica. He'll be back, that's for sure. Oh, darn it, we got a weak connection. I don't know what causes that. It's beautiful out here. See if it comes back as we move down the beach.
I want you to come in. Yeah, Mommy, come in.
What's wrong?
All the little kids having a good time at the beach. Wow. Not sure why the signal dropped out on us here, because it is absolutely gorgeous. There, it came back. There's no rhyme or reason where the signal drops out. No, it doesn't matter where I am, doesn't matter how long I've been streaming for. I thought maybe it was a timing issue, but nope. It just randomly drops out. And I'm paying pretty good money for my cell phone. It's just turning out to be a beautiful morning. Beautiful here all around us. The clouds have moved away. Absolutely gorgeous. Looking up the beach. Gorgeous, folks, gorgeous. Very, very still out here, very calm out in the Gulf. A little breeze coming actually from offshore. The breeze is coming from behind me, so it's keeping the waves down. Lots of people starting to show up now to do their morning shelling. Having any luck?
Just
got here.
It's good to see you. We watched.
Do you?
This morning when you came on the beach.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's
The
great.
shelling's not been so good lately.
No.
It's been kind of slow.
Any
but-
day on the beach.
You know, it doesn't
Great
matter
day.
if you find shells or not. You got that right.
This is
This is it.
I mean, a dolphin helps. If a dolphin comes by, that always helps make it better.
Have you seen any dolphins
Not
today?
yet.
Okay. I mean,
One
this
of our
is-
friends said she saw one up at the pass this morning, but I didn't see any yesterday. I didn't see any today.
Well, you saw all the pelicans this
Oh,
morning.
this morning it was a
gorgeous.
pelican morning. I mean, boom, there's more. Oh, here comes more. Here comes more.
Perfect.
So,
Well, thank you
yeah.
for what you do.
Hey, well, thank
We
you.
enjoy-
All right.
We enjoy it very
Yeah,
much.
take care. Thank you for watching.
No problem.
So many good people out here. So many. You know, a lot of people that are in the area here, they actually wait for my live feed before heading out there. They get a look at the beach before they head out, make sure the weather's good and we don't have any problems with the water, which we don't anymore, thankfully. We were plagued by red tide over the summer. Thank goodness that is past. Hoping it doesn't come back. It always amazes me how many people watch Roy and I. It's not quite the same not having Roy out here, but hopefully this is not going to be a big setback. It's just going to be a few days, hopefully, before he can come back out here. Morning. See, most people are friendly. Just about everybody out here is friendly. They say good morning, they have a smile on their face. Every once in a while, you get the old stick in the mud that walks by. Personally, with myself, I don't know how you could come out to this beach and be unhappy. I mean, I could understand if you're out walking the beach, you know, you're mourning maybe the loss of a loved one or something, or you know, you got some issues, but the beach just seems to kind of make those things better for me. It's my happy place. I mean, it's a great place to come out and reflect. That is for sure. A lot of people walking the beach reflecting, but they're still smiling. It's like Roy says, it's that serotonin in the water. That serotonin makes you happy, keeps you smiling. Him and his serotonin. I wish I could take him a bottle of it over to the hospital now. Bring them some beach water, let them breathe it in. I don't think that'd be a good idea in the hospital. I'm gonna take a photo of that. Just a beautiful view. Yeah, I stand here waiting for a little wave. Makes the pictures a little interesting, but they're so few and far between. But it's kind of neat when it's calm out though too. There's a couple little ones. But they're just little ripplers. Nothing much this morning. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We started down in area 2 this morning. We're getting close to our starting point. A couple things I need to share, and most of you know about them already. Of course, Nonstop Naples. If you want to learn more about Naples, check out Nonstop Naples on Facebook, visit their website, download their free app. Lots of good information about Naples, Nonstop Naples. And if you're thinking of visiting and you're looking for a hotel, I always recommend the Inn of Naples. They don't pay me for that recommendation. They are good friends. It is a great hotel. And I believe what I'm saying here, the Inn of Naples. Check out the Inn of Naples. Great location. Middle of the road as far as pricing. Clean rooms, all the amenities you would expect at a mid-range hotel, the Inn of Naples. And of course, for real estate, check out our friend Astrid Lawrence. Check out her website, her Facebook page, Astrid Lawrence. You'll see her mentioned in the description here in this post, in the text. Astrid Lawrence, great person, good friend. And as always, I don't get paid to do this, to do these beach walks. I love coming out here. However, just like you, I got bills to pay. I do spend a lot of time out here doing this. I do believe I'm keeping you entertained and keeping you informed about what's going on here at our beach. If anybody wants to send a little token of appreciation, it's always welcome. Every little bit helps. Thank you to those that who have sent something. You can find a link to my PayPal in the description of this post. And I want to take a quick picture of all these little white ibis while they're out in the sun. I think I got a shot of them. That's something I wanted to point out to you here while they're walking by. As you might have noticed that ibis right there, the darker color. Well, that's not a different kind of ibis. That's a young ibis. It's an immature ibis. That's what color they are before they turn white. It's a darker brownish black color. So now you know, if you see those, it's not a different kind of ibis, it's just a young one. A juvenile white ibis. That's what color they are. And the older ones leading the way. Always fun watching those guys march up and down the beach. Just following up the beach for one more shot. Can't resist taking photos here in the morning. Sorry. Always like getting their pictures. The best I can with the iPhone. I'm kind of limited. But I do what I can and I'll share it later. Always, when I share the photos, I include a link to YouTube where you can watch a replay of this video. And if you're late tuning in, do watch. Go back and watch the replay. You can find out what's going on with Roy. Read through the comments here. You'll see some comments from Jennifer Ann. It's kind of an interesting morning, kind of a solemn morning. It's kind of reflecting on our friend Roy. But I hung a shell for him up at the north end of the beach here, and within probably 5 minutes of hanging that shell, all of a sudden the clouds moved away, the sun came out. I was talking to our friend Karen about Roy, and the weather just did a complete 180, complete turnaround. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful now, as you can see. Hey, good morning.
It's good to be back on the beach after all of these months.
Where you been?
I've been taking care of medical problems.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, don't be sorry. I'm fine.
Well, you're
Everything
here.
is back.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I'm back on my beach.
That's the good news.
Look at this. Isn't this unbelievable?
It is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, and what a beautiful morning, too.
So calm. I'm just hoping some dolphins would come by here. When it's like this, so easy to spot them.
The other day we had a female over here right off the beach.
Oh, man.
Shepherding her two little ones.
Oh, no.
And she was teaching them how to swim.
That is-
not swim, how to
How
fish.
to fish. Yeah, that is
Was
so
good.
neat to watch that. Was she roaring in, or was she corralling them?
She was pushing them over to the side. She was pushing them up, and then she would circle and she would drop.
That is so
give them
fun to
something
watch.
eat. Yeah,
That is so, when they
do a
come
good
up
job.
close, it's just amazing. And it's amazing how big they are when you get close to them. Some of those males are huge.
Oh yeah,
Those males are huge.
They've got a lot of room to grow out there.
There you go. Good point. Good point.
My friend, is Roy here today?
Roy is in the hospital.
Oh, good Lord.
He went in the hospital last night. Hopefully it's not going to be too serious. He was running a fever. I think it's a little bit of pneumonia. Hopefully they're giving him antibiotics. They're checking to make sure there's nothing wrong with his leg, no infection coming back or anything.
I just hope that people understand that our water here is beautiful, it's wonderful, but it also has deadly things we can't see.
Exactly.
And if you have an open wound, you have to be very careful going in the water.
Absolutely.
Very careful.
I mean, come out here and enjoy it. But like you said, if you have an open wound, stay out. Just stay out.
Yep.
Don't wrap it, whatever. Stay out.
I love everybody that comes on the beach. They're
Absolutely.
wonderful people.
We're not trying to scare them away by any means.
Not
I
be a
mean-
long shot. I've met, since I've been here, 90 people from 98 different countries.
That is amazing.
and
That is
I
incredible.
still keep account.
That is amazing. How long have you been volunteering here?
Well, I've been here for 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah. I wouldn't go anyplace else.
Roy cannot tell me how long he's been coming here. He
Well,
just
Roy's-
he can't recall when he started
Somebody
coming.
told me he's been here about 16, 17 years.
Probably Bill. Probably his friend from
Yeah.
Canada, Phil.
Yeah. They got a lot of nice people here.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Roy has so many friends that he doesn't even know of. We call him the mayor now. We just call him the mayor of Del Norwegians.
Call him the governor.
The governor. There you go. He's up a step.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you later.
All right.
Have a good
Enjoy
walk
your
today.
morning. Yep.
I will. Good morning. How are you this morning?
One of the great volunteers here. Like I said, you will always meet wonderful people during our beach walks. No shortage of wonderful people here. Caring, concerned people. You saw his reaction when I told him Roy was in the hospital. He couldn't believe it. It was like an oh my goodness. One of those oh my goodness reactions. Nobody wants to hear that about our friend. What a beautiful view though down the beach. Isn't that gorgeous? Walking the beach, holding hands. So sweet. I want you to look at this water before I sign off here. Look at this water. Look at how clear it is. We couldn't see that lately because of the waves. Look at it. Beautiful. No reason to be scared to go swimming here. The only reason you should stay out of the water is if you have an open wound, an open cut. Stay out of the water. That's just common sense. That water is beautiful. I'm gonna wade out just a little bit here and take another picture looking back up the beach. I'm down in area 2. Oh boy, lots of little fish swimming around by my feet down here. All those little fish that our friend Mike was catching the other day. See them, the little bait fish. I shared a little video of them. Did you see that? That underwater video I shared of them? That was kind of cool. That was from my YouTube page. Look at that. Is that just not a spectacular view? I gotta snap off a photo. Just gorgeous. Looking north up that beach this morning. Temperature's gonna be up in the mid-80s today, folks. The mid-80s. The water temperature is 74. Another beautiful day in North Naples. My little piece of paradise in Southwest Florida. Well, thanks for watching. Remember, I'll keep you updated on Roy the best I can here later today. Checking back here on Southwest Florida Television for updates. It's going to be a little while. As soon as he gets a room, I'm going to run over and see him. And I'll probably be sharing a picture of him, and I bet you he'll be smiling. Well, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.